job interview slash date kind of thing. I know how to do this, but I'm just kind of, okay, let's do this. So I figured what I would do as my first video back on YouTube in like over a year. I don't know, however long I've been gone. I would do like a kind of like a life update slash chit chat, get ready with me. I guess let's just get into it. Okay, so first I'm gonna pull my hair up so that it'll be out of my way. I think that's good enough. Basically, to start off, I'm going to use a primer. The primer I'm going to be using is by Dr. Brandt. It's a luminizing primer. I have gone through very different primers, being that my skin has changed. It's gone from being, it used to be very oily and very like shiny all the time. It's very much gone into more of being dry skin. Anyways, where have I been in this long absence? Well, update first, I finally graduated college. Yes, your girl did it. I graduated, and I graduated without 1, but 2 degrees. So I was really excited. I got departmental honors for both of them, and it was just, it's been like, I don't know, the last decade of my life has been focusing on it, being that I faced so many obstacles to get that degree. That's, I think the biggest one was just graduating college. This was my life update. Next is clearly the background is different. White wall. Basically, we moved, which I didn't think we were going to be moving for a while, but we moved. We're back in our own apartment because my parents moved to Texas. Yeah, so it's been dealing with that. I actually just got back from Texas 2 days ago, so excuse the jet lag, it's still there. I'm still all over the place. Also, side note, I almost died on the plane because it fell 2,000 feet, you know, just So we're gonna experiment on this chit chat, get ready with me. I'm looking to see where the hell my brushes are. There they are, okay. So the first palette we're gonna use is by Ace of Beauty. I think it's Beauty. I'm pretty sure it's Beauty. Ace of Beauty. I'm gonna go in with this color called, why does it have to have a name I can't really pronounce? Patchouli? Patchouli? This color right here. So I'm gonna use the vintage, this is by the Vintage Cosmic Company. It says step 1 for the money brush. This one. Oh, and I dropped it, wow! So anyways, oh, this doesn't have a mirror. And we're just gonna dab that all over my eyes like a base. I did my internship, I completed that. And then I went back, I was in the time I was still continuing school. So I went to school, and in the middle of it, I was like, oh, I'll apply for jobs because I wanted to make sure I had a job lined up for when I graduated and not be unemployed because I have some loans to pay. So I was applying for jobs, and it took months. And so finally in November, I should have known when I went in for the interview, like immediate red flag. But anyways, long story short, it was a job from hell. Fellow co-workers were great. Boss was boss from hell, which I'll probably talk about that in a separate video. But anyways, I did that job for a couple months until finally I was just like, I can't do this anymore. So it was me and a co-worker, or both like, this is just not okay. So in between that time, you know, I was like having to look for another job. I was like, okay. And in the midst of all this, my parents sell the house and pack up and move to Texas, all within like a couple months or even weeks. And I was just like, ugh, everything's all over the place. I'm just like, ah. Okay, the next color I'm gonna go in is like, oh, by the way, I will be using the You Had Me at Hello palette by ColourPop. I think I'm gonna go with this color right here. It's called Sparks Fly. Really? That's what they named it? It's not even sparkly. And I switched my brush to this Crown brush. It's by Crown. They have really good brushes. I really like them. Doesn't have a number on it though, but this is what the brush looks like. And I already put a lot of makeup in it. So anyways, I worked that job. Ooh, I'm just gonna go on the inner corners. Ooh, I think I put too much. Job hunting, but then I stopped job hunting for a little while to deal with my whole parents thing. We flew out and they drove. So when they got there, I think we got there like the very next day after they had got there, or like a couple days after. I think I'm gonna pull it a little bit this way. I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing, but we're experimenting and we're chatting. You know, girl time. And I really love Texas. It was very, where they move, it was very nice. And I've always heard about Southern hospitality, and ooh, those people are very nice, very lovely. We made friends with the cable installer, or no, the internet installer. He invited us to a bar and everything. We're like, oh, in California, you know, we would think you're trying to murder us. But here, oh yeah, you're just nice. I don't, even when I was out there, I got a call from another agency, and I was like, oh, okay, I'll call them back when I get back, which would be the next day. And I called them back, and they were like, oh, we have a job. Could you start tomorrow? And it was no interview, which at this point I had gone on, not even exaggerating, I think at the time about 50 in-person interviews, which doesn't include the countless phone interviews I've done and the countless applications. And then so at that point I was like, oh, okay, awesome, it was really good. And at the time I was like, oh, okay, good, some extra money coming in. So I did that job and I loved that job. It was just great. The company was really nice, and I had a really, really great coworker. And my boss was really cool there too, and she was really nice and completely different than my previous boss had been. Like, I could talk to her and everything, and we would chit chat about similar, like, different stuff, you know. It was a really good relationship. She was a really awesome boss. And then she tried to talk with, I guess, like, the president of the location. But ultimately the demand just wasn't there for a permanent HR assistant. I think there's certain reasons, like, you don't get certain things, and I think this last one is, if I would have got the job, I wouldn't have been able to visit my parents for the holidays. And then so after the job ended, I was able to go on this last trip to visit my parents and do kind of a mix-up of Thanksgiving and like a pre-Christmas with them. Okay, so the next color I'm going to be using, going back to the Ace of Beauty palette. And I don't know, like, this, I want to be adventurous. Let's just get out there. So I decided to do, let's go in with Poppy. So I'm just going to get a little bit. And we're just going to put it, I would say, in a little corner, I guess. Just kind of fluff it out. I'm slowly kind of like blending it out, not too rough. Because I want the end to kind of just like, wow. So we moved into this apartment in February? Like mid-February. So we got moved in, and yeah, we've been here ever since. I like it. It's chill. I'm gonna go in with this Crown Pro palette. So it's just like a sparkly red color. So I'm gonna go in and top off that red. And I'm going to be using the brush that came with my Naked 2 palette, like the flat end. I'm just gonna go in, dab, dab, dab a little bit. Kind of like press it on. Ooh, that's fancy. Here, let's dab some more. Just gonna fluff that out to kind of blend it out. Because I don't want it like super sparkly over here. It can be a little sparkly, but I don't want like that sparkle like over here. You get what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead and add some of the browns that I would, what is the brown I was using? Did I use cinnamon? And add it, I'm gonna take the browns. I was using the same colors I was using, add it to like the bottom lash line area. I guess you're wondering like, okay, well, why are you making videos now? I've actually been wanting to make YouTube videos for a while now. And I've been thought about, and I was like, okay, well, my background setup, I don't have it how I want, or there was always something I was like, oh, this, and I don't know. And so finally I was just like, this week, I was just like, you know what, YouTube is something I enjoy. It was something that was an outlet. It was something where I get to, you know, use makeup. I really love makeup. I like experimenting. I'm maybe not that great at it, but I really like exploring and kind of using it. So I just went ahead and finished my whole face. This is the final look, which I hope you guys like. It really was just experimenting with whatever I had. Sorry guys, this video was probably all over the place, as I'm sure. But I don't know, it was just, it was very fun getting back into it and just trying to remember how I used to do this, and I don't know, nervous as I hope you guys really do like this video. I'm going to be posting once a week. After filming this video, I'm going to go ahead and film another video for you guys, which I'm very excited about. I'm really excited to get back into it again. Hope you guys like the video. Please give it a thumbs up if you do. And please be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. I will be posting once a week. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.